एक मैसेज डालो. Is it audible? I can't see your feedbacks. Where is this? Here is it. Hi everyone, this is Jay. We are trying it again. Let's see how it goes. So last time it was not that great. That was also our first experience after a long time. We experimented in year 2008, not exactly this thing, something else. So let's see how it goes this time. What we did, we asked you your feedback and the questions that you have, where you face problems. So we can start with the analysis now. The first question which is asked to me is from page number 37 from the system book, and question number is 27. It's page number 37 and question number 27. Not percentage, it is number system. Just okay, let's start with the question number 27. I'm opening the window. Page number 27. Sorry, 37 and question number 27. It is given m is less than n where m and n are real numbers. Then which of the following is definitely true? Now understand that m and n are given as a real numbers. They can be positive numbers, they can be negative numbers. If they are positive, then m to the power of anything is less than n to the power of anything. If where m and n, both of them are greater than 0. But the problem comes when they are negative. Say that -3 is less than -2. But on squaring -3, -2, I'll say this is 9 and this one is 4. The situation reversed. So I will this is wrong. So I'll say, but in the case x is an odd, when to the power of y is less than n to the power of y, where y is less than -2. So q on side, this is next. Fourth would be correct, or this will be also true for 3, any of the other odd number. So the answer will come out to be fourth one. After this, there's one more chat, it is 35. It's 1 to the average average of the other set. Average of the two number is 1. If the average of the two number is 1, some of these two is for average of this two. So I'll write it as 132. The sum of these two is 4 and average is coming to 2. The next one is average is coming out to be 3. It is 1. Here the average, here the number is coming out to be average is coming out to be 4. Here average is coming out to be how much? Sorry, this is 3. This is 2. The average is 4. Average is 4. Some of the numbers should be equal to 8. So I'll say it is 174 or 147. Then the average would be 5. Average would be 5. The sum of the two number will come out to be 10. So I would say 195, 159. Average would be 6. Now this is not possible. Why? Because the sum of the two numbers should be 12. And the leftmost position number would be always 1. So I know it is not possible. So how many cases are there? The total number of cases will come out to be certainly how much? 2, 4, to 6, to 8, 9, 10, and yes. So there are 10 such cases coming. And any cases that we are missing, I think the answer is 11. So it is 2, 1, 3, 2. The 2 is there, as well as I can also write 1, 1, 1. The average of the sum of these two is coming out to be 2, and the average of that will come out to be 1. So we missed this. So the number are coming out to be also same. People are asking. See, let's go back. I think there was some problem. We couldn't share the screen. The first question that we did was page number 37. Question number was 27. Please go through the question, at least read it. Is less than n, where m and n are real numbers, then which of the following is definitely true? Now it is already known that m is less than n, so m to the power of anything is less than n to the power of anything, if they are even, if they are positive numbers. But the problem comes whenever they are negative numbers, like -3 is less than -2. But when I square it, I'll be getting 9 and 4. So 9 is not less than 4. Formula will flop. Negative, then so if they're not positive, for example, is greater than 2, would certainly be greater than 2 to the power of, that would come out to be 2. The case where the number -3 is less than minus q will certainly be less than -2q. The formula is correct. Only possible whenever the option number 4 is correct. So question number 27. Option 4 is fourth one is correct. Then question, there was one more doubt, that was question number 35th. Question number 35th, and between 100 and 200, how many numbers are there? Same page, page number 37 only. You can see it on here. This side I have written it, mentioned it. It is given that in between 100 and 200, how many numbers are there in which one digit is the average of the other digit. So they are not saying that average should come in between, or it may, or maybe at the end. But I know whenever the numbers are between 100 to 200, the unit digit of this must be equal to 1. The unit digit is 2 more digits you can write. So I took the first example where the sum of the digit should be 2. So what is the sum of 0 and 2? That is 2, and the average of that is 1, which is here. Change the position of 0 and 2 to 0, and that would also come out to be correct. Average of the number is 2, so the sum of the two numbers should be 4. 1 is already available there. I want 3 more. So 2, 3 can also interchange their position. Then I took the average 3. When the average is 3, the sum of the two numbers should be 6. So 1 plus 5 would be 6, and the average of that would come out to be 3. Similarly, the average 4 would be possible when the sum of the two number will come out to be 8. You can say this is 8, this is 8, 4 can interchange its position. Similarly 5, but for 6 I cannot do it. I know leftmost position digit is 1. So I want the sum of these two numbers to be 12. For that I need 11, but I cannot write 11 because it is a single digit number. So this is not possible. So I would say 2 cases here, 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 come out to be 10. I think that maybe all the number are also same. 1, 1, 1. The sum of the two number will come out to be 2, and the average will come out to be 1. So I would say one more case is there. So the answer is not 10. The answer is 11. And coming to the next question. Page 39, Funda book again. And the question number 28 and 29 were asked. Sure, now there would not be any problem. Let me check out. Feedback. Let's move to the question number 28. The page number is 39. The question, it is given that 2 to the power of 32 plus 1 is exactly divisible by a certain number. There's a number which can exactly divide this number. Say x is that number. Is also divisible by the same number. If you remember this, we discussed it in the classroom. What is AQ plus BQ? I'm sure everyone knows that it is A plus B into A square plus B square minus AB. Similarly, A to the power of 5 plus B to the power of 5 could be also broken up A plus B, and then it is A to the power of 4 minus A cube B plus A square B square minus AB cube, and the last one is plus B to the power of 4. So we know whenever the power is odd, whenever A is having an even odd power, being that same power, it would always be divisible by A plus B. So 2 to the power of 32 by x. So can I say it is 2 to the power of 32 to the power of any odd number plus 1 the same odd number, but 1 to the power of any number is same 1. 2 to the power of 32 plus 1. So just remember, I'm sure you must have seen that number now. It is 2 to the power of 90, size of 2 to the power of 32. 32 into 3 is 96. So I will say the option number A would be correct. 96 plus 1 is divisible by 2 to the power of 32 plus 1. Then after that, just next to that is on page number 39. 4 to the power of 61 plus 4 to the power of 62 plus 4 to the power of 63 4 to the power of 61 is common in all of them. Take that common, it is 1 plus 4 plus 4 square plus 4 cube 4. Some of these number, if you know the formula that we have discussed in the classroom, that is 1 plus a square, so on, a to the power of n into a plus 1 into a minus 1 is a to the power of n plus 1. Or if you remember the GP, you can also say it is 1 plus a square plus a cube plus a to the power of 4 is a to the power of 5 minus 1 upon 4 minus 1. That is a minus 1. So this comes out to be 4 to the power of 61, and this is 4 to the power of 4 minus 1. That is 2 to the power of 8 is 256, 255. Sorry, this is 2 to the power of 10, which is 1024. Minus 1 is 1023. 4 to the power 5 is same as a 2 to the power of 10, which is 1024. Minus 1 is 1023 divided by 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. So 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 341. So I would say the number from these numbers. So if I go by my option, I'm not seeing any 4 or any even number. All of them are odd numbers. Number which can divide 341 would be my answer. Now, if you remember the divisibility case of 3, be divisible by 3. So 4 plus 1, 5 plus 3, 8 is not divisible by 3. Is it divisible by 5? No, the unit digit is not 0 or 5. Divisibility by 11. Some of the odd position digit and minus some of the even position digit should be 0 or multiple of 11. So I'll say the number is divisible by 11. You can also say 11 3s are 33. It is 31 is 11 into 31. So of course the number is divisible by 11. The answer would come out to be C. You could also solve this question by going by options. For example, you can try out it with 3. 4 divided by 3, remainder is always 1. 1 is 1. If you sum them, you are going to get 5. Because 3 dividing this leaves a remainder of 1, 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 this leaves a remainder of 1. And the sum of those digits will come out to be 5, which is not divisible by 3. Similarly, 5, when you are dividing 4 by 5, remainder is minus 1, this is plus 1, this is minus 1, this is plus 1, minus 1. Effectively, the remainder is coming out to be minus 1. Also not divisible by 5. With so I think all of you know the first. The question number then after this the next page, and it is question number 13 that is asked. Root of 36. Seeing there 1331 is actually not in the option as well. So I would say, so can I take LCM of 2? LCM of 2, 3, 4, 6. So what I will do is I will raise part 12 to all of these numbers. So what do you get? You get 5 to the power of 6, 11 to the power of 4, 4 3s are 12, 4 3s are 12, and this is 123 to the power of 2, and this finally it is 36 to the power of 4 3s are 12, so it is 36. If you see this one can be written as a 121 square, while this is 123 square. And if you want to write it in a square form, I will say 5 cube, which is 125 square. Out of these number, which one is the largest? Because in the question it is the largest number that is asked. Of course, this is the largest number. But then I need to also compare it with 36 to the power of 3. So can I do one thing? Can I write it as a 6 square to the power of 3? Or I can say it is 6 cube to the power of 3. I can interchange these two values, and 6 cube is 216 square. So tell me which one is larger value, 125 square or 216 to the power of 2? So of course it is 216 to the power of 2. So my answer will come out to be 4th root of 36 would be my answer. And that is option number D. I hope this must be the problem of the students, that why the answer was not 1331, but sorry, it is after that it is page number 48. Page number 48 and question number 10. Miss it, please, because this video will be available for 1-2 days there. You can go back and watch it. So please move on to the next question so that you would not miss it. It is question number, it is page number 48 and question number 10. Question number 10 and page number 48. A very interesting question. If you read it, Pawan writes all numbers from 100 to 999. The number of zeros that he uses is m, and the number of 5 that he uses is n. So the number of zeros is m. The numbers he uses is n. A number of 8s that he uses is p. So, and the number should be a 3-digit number from 100 to 999. So let's consider the zeros. How many zeros would be there? So I'll say when the, it is a 3-digit number, 0 can only come at this position. How many digits can I write here? I can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 numbers I can write here. How many numbers can I write here? I can write any of the 10 numbers. So they are not asking how many numbers are there which is carrying 0 as one of the digit. They are saying how many zeros are coming there. So what I will do here is, I will say that any of the 10 number, even 0 can also come here. So this is a different 0, this one is different 0. I will say 90 cases will be there. What will happen if you fix 0 in between this? Again, any of the 9 number can come here, and here it is again coming out to be same. That comes out to be 90 cases. 90 times you will find 0 is coming at one of the position. Of course, I cannot put 0 on the leftmost position because I want a 3-digit number. So this one would be wrong. So zeros, my value of m will come out to be 90 plus 90 is 180. Let's talk about 5. How many 5s are there? The 5 is fixed here. I'll say any of the 9 number would be here and any of the 10 number would be here. I'll say 90. My 5 fixed at the unit digit. So how many numbers can I write here? Any of the 9 number here, any of the 10 numbers here. Again, that is 90. And the 5 can come at the 100 position digit. 100 positions. So I'll say any of the 10 numbers can come here, any of the 10 numbers can come there. You can see 500 to 599, there are 100 numbers exist. So that will 100. So it is 90 plus 90 is 180 plus 100 is 280. So n will come out to be 280. Similarly, if you talk about 8, there's no difference between 5 and 8. The same scenario would be there. And the p will come out to be also 280. Now, in the question it is asked, what is the value of n plus p minus m? So what is n? N is 280. What about p? That is also 280. What about m? That is 180. So the sum of this, I will say 100 plus 280 is 380. So there are 380 numbers. The n plus p minus m is 380. My option number B would be correct. Now let's come to the page number 49, the next page. Page number 49, question number 14. Page number 49, question number 14. What is the highest power of 82 contained in 83 factorial minus 82 factorial? So I want to find out what is the highest power of 82 in this. Can I write 83 factorial as 83 into 82 factorial minus 82 factorial? I can take out 82 factorial as a common value. So what is 83 minus 1? That is equal to 82. So it is 82 into 82 factorial. Now I want to find out the highest power of 82. As I told you in the classroom as well, that any number that exists in the world is forming from the prime number. So I can say this is 41 into 2. 82 is 41 into 2. And this 82 is again 41 into 2 factorial, but I would write it only in the form of 82 factorial. So I need to find out what is the power of 2 and what is the power of 41 in this. And whichever will have lesser power, those number of cases will be forming. But every second number in the world is a multiple of 2. And if I want to find out the power of 41, every 41 first number in consecutive number will be multiple of 41. So I'll say the multiple of 41 will always be less than multiple of 2. So I need to just consider the power of 41 in this. So 82 is already giving me 42 to the power of 1 and 8 factorial. I will say every 41st number is a multiple of 41. I will say only two numbers are there which are multiple of 41, that is 41 and 82. And the second multiple of 41 will be 82. So there are two numbers. So I'll say this gives you 1 to the power of 2. Effectively, it is 41 to the power of 1 is what I have taken from here. And from this, I can say it is 41 to the power of 2. So effectively, it is 41 to the power of 3 that is coming out. So I would say 82 will also have the power of 3. I hope you can understand the power of 2 will be very large number in 82 factorial. So that is not considered. It is only 41, the power of 41 that is required to be found in this case. Fine. So question number 14 is also, I think, clear. Then question number, on page number 50, there are many questions which were asked. Kindly move to the page number 50, and the question I'm going to take is 24. Please read, because one part of question number 23 and 24. So page number 49, first you read the instruction. Page number 49, question number 23 and 24 instruction. Answer the question based on the following information: V1, V2, V3, V4 till V100 are all natural numbers. Vn plus 1 is equal to k. So the first thing that we know is Vn plus 1. Two consecutive term sum is constant, that is k. Is a value that lies between 1 and 999. N is also a natural number, k is constant. K is always constant, n is a natural number. So we know V1 plus V2 is constant. I can also replace them and then say V2 plus V3 is also constant, and so on. V3 plus V4 are constant. From these two, you can easily make out V2, V2 are same. They are equal values. So can I say V1 is equal to V3? And from here, I can say that would be equal to also V5, V7, V9, and so on. All odd terms are same. Similarly, all terms with subscript odd number would be same. Similarly, V2 will be equal to how much? V2 will be equal to V4. Like comparing these two terms, you can say V3 are common, so V2 would be equal to V4. That would be also equal to V6, V8. V10, and so on. So all terms with a subscript of even number would be same. Now, and of course, their sum is constant. Let's come to the question number 24 that is asked to me. If V100, and I know somewhere this would be equal to V100, which is equal to 100. I don't know or subscript, but then the question number 24, it is given V10 plus V11 plus V12 plus V13 plus V14 minus V15 minus V16 minus V17 minus V19 would be what? Now you see, in this case, all even terms are same. So V16 will get cancelled out with this one, V18 will get cancelled out with this one, and I'm left with one more even term which cannot be cancelled. Similarly, V11 will be cancelled with V15, V13 will be cancelled with V17, and you are left with V14 minus V19. V14, how much will be V14? We already know that is 100. What about V19? I know V odd plus is equal to 100. So can I say V odd is equal to K? This is K. V even is already given as 100. V odd would be equal to K minus 100. So this will be K minus 100. If you see this, it will come out to be 200 minus K. So from this, I can see the answer is C. But whenever these type of questions are asked, which are very easy, you need to check also your option number D and E. It is talking about option number D says that it is both A and C, and option number E says that it is B and C. So C is present in both of them. So you need to cross check the option number A. Option number A, it says that it is V14 plus 100 minus K. What is V14? It is 100. 100 plus 100 is 200 minus K, which matches with this answer. So I would say yes, the first one is also correct. One, the answer does not match. It is 100. I'm talking about the option number C here. V14 is 100. Evens are 100. Minus 100 plus K. K. I would say no, C will not be the answer. The answer would be, sorry, B would not be the answer. What? Answer would be C and A. So my option number D would be correct. So from this, option D comes. And a question before this, question number 23rd, I'm sure all of you can solve it easily. It is already covered in this one. Let's move to the next one then. Question number 25, 25th and 26th are asked from the same page. 50, 25th and 26th. Let's try first 25th. Read the question, please. Answer the question based on the information, following information. The thing given here is A, B, C, D, E is a 5-digit number. E is the unit digit number, and etc. Then tens, 100,000 and 10,000. Which has the following characteristic. The first characteristic says A cannot be equal to 0. Of course, it cannot be equal to 0. Otherwise, it will change to a 4-digit number. And D is odd. So my 10th digit is odd. This is the first characteristic. The second says A minus B plus C is equal to D minus E. Is D factorial A, B, I'm talking about the product of these terms. D is odd. Fine. As it is given that D is odd, the possible values of D from this I can conclude 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Of course. So look at 1 factorial, you will say it is 1 into 1 into 1. All of them should be equal. Let's go to the second statement which is given here. 1 minus 1 plus 1 is equal to how much? 1 minus e. And e has to be equal to c. 1 minus 1 is 0 plus 1. So from this I concluded that e is equal to 0 when a is equal to 1 is equal to b is equal to c is equal to d. That is the first case which is forming from here. Now let's take the value of d is equal to 3. If d is equal to 3, so I will say 3 factorial is 1 into 2 into 3. So I would say the possible values of a, b, c would be how much? 1, 2, 3 only. So when are they going to satisfy? I notice 3 minus e would be equal to a minus b plus c. So look at it. I want something 3 minus something. So let's take it as a 1 minus 3 plus 2. What is 1 plus 2? 3. 3 minus 3 is what? 0. So I would say E would come out to be 0. So one possible option is A is equal to 1, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 2, D we already know that it is equal to, okay, that, sorry, it will come out to be 3 minus 3 is 0. So 1, this is 3, this is 2, then D is coming out to be how much? It is already 3, and E would not be 0, sorry, it would be 3 because 2 plus 1 is 3 minus 3 is 0. So 3 minus 3 would be also coming out to be 0. So it would come out to be 3. This is one of the possibility. Now you must be thinking, why, why only considering this option? Can this be written in this form? Yes, of course. I would say then also the answer would be same. So the value of A changes to 2, B changes to 3, it remains same. C changes to 1, D is again same, 3, and E is also 3. So that is again one possibility I can form. What happens when my value of D is equal to 5? When D is equal to 5, I know 5 factorial is 120. Or I can write it as a 5 into 3 into 8. 8 3s are 24 into 5. Or I could also write it 5 into 6. Again a possibility. 6 4s are 24 into 5 is 120. Some of you will think, why not 5 into 2 10? No, it is not possible. You can understand that. It is a single digit number. So when D is equal to 5, you got these numbers which are ABC. So you need to cross check these numbers. What is 5 minus 6 plus 4? So I'm saying this is A, this one is B, this one is C. What is 5 plus 4? 9. 9 minus 6, 3. And D is how much? 5 minus 2. So I'll say in this case, when A is equal to 5, B comes out to be 6, C is equal to 4, D is equal to 5, E is equal to 2. And so many cases would be forming like this. So you can try out with the other one also, like 4, and I hope you can understand that. This remains same, but C could be equal to 5, one possibility. And the rest of the values are same in this. And what more? Can I say 8 and 5? Can I move these value? Can I say A is equal to 6, B is equal to 4, and C is equal to 5? So from there, I'll say D is equal to 5 and E comes out to be 0. So, many of these type of cases, I think 2, 3 more cases like this would be forming there. Let me check the questions, whether I could answer the questions by these ways only, just to explain. So let's start with the first question. Question number 25th. C is equal to A plus B. Oh, great. C is equal to A plus B, but here it is C is equal to A plus B is not satisfying. Then C cannot take the value of 5. C cannot take the value of 5 from this. Look here, how much is C? C is 2. And how much is A plus B? It is 4. C is 1. How much is the value of this? No, it is not possible. So C is the value of A plus B. Again, it is not satisfying here. So what is the possible value of C that it can take? So I'm not finding any value here. So let's try out some other option, because none of these or cannot be determined is not given there. So let's try out. I have already taken the value of C is equal to 5, C is equal to 5, C is equal to 4. or you could also try with C is equal to 6. Is 6 the option? Yes, 6 could be one of the option. So if C is equal to 6, A is equal to 5, B would be equal to 4. You can cross check it. C would be 6 plus 5 is 11 minus 4. 11 minus 4 is 7, which is not possible. So this cannot be the possible case. Why? Because D minus E cannot be equal to 7 when you are expecting D to be equal to 5. So this is ruled out. Let's try out these possible options. I'll be saying A, B, C, D, E. Can I say this is 5, this one is 3, and this one is 8? 5 plus 8 is 13 minus 3. No, it is not possible. Can I write it 8? Can I write now? It looks a little better. 5 plus 3 is 8, but D is certainly going to be the value 5. So again, it is not satisfying. So can I change? Can I subtract some lesser value? So I would say subtract 5. B is to be subtracted. So it is 8 plus 3 is how much? 11. 11 minus 5. Again, not satisfying. So take one last value of this is equal to, just a second. Satisfying. Let's look at this. We have one option here as well, where A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 3 and C is equal to 2. I think I missed this one. It is only this place where it is satisfying, where 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 and B is equal to 3. I think this is what they are asking. So the only possible option here will come out to be 3. And from here, and it would not be possible with the option as I told you 5, 8, 3 or 3, 8, 5. None of them would be satisfying because D minus E should be less than 5. So here it is coming out to be 0. Then I would say E would come out to be 5 only. That is the only possibility. So D would be either equal to 8 or D would be equal to how much? Sorry, C would be equal to 3 in, what is the number? C would be equal to 3. So here if I say, from this I can say C is coming out to be 3, which is satisfying. From here B is coming out to be 3 and C is coming out to be 2. Not equal to B plus 1, which is also not satisfying because C is not equal to A plus B. And the only possible option for us is C is equal to 3, A is equal to 5. And no, it is also not satisfying. Five minus 8, it is absolutely fine, but C is equal to, or can I take this 8? No, it will not satisfy. So I don't think any of the value would be satisfying here. Let me cross check it with some values. So 3 is the value which is, see in the answer it is given as a 3. But from here we have also tried out with other values. So it is not going to satisfy. The C is equal to 3. How can it be equal to A plus B? I think the answer should be none of these. None of the value would satisfy there. A cannot be equal to 0. We already know that. Question number 26. So filhal, the answer of this is CBD. I cannot get my answer because none of the option is satisfying. It is saying C can take what values? I'm sure you can understand. C takes 3, but in that case it is 5 plus 8 is 13, which is not satisfying. Or if I take C is equal to 2, that is 3 plus 1, that is also not satisfying. Fine. Okay, let's take the next one then. The question number 26 is again asked. Which of the following is or are true if E is equal to 0 and D has equal to, okay, go back to the earlier question. I think it can be concluded from here only. Which of the following is or are true if E is equal to 0? If E is equal to 0, I can say is equal to 1, and I think one more place here also I got E is equal to 0. Then D has to equal to 1. D has to equal to 1. Yes, this is coming out to be correct. But here also it is E which is coming out to be 0 and D is not E. So first may not be the correct one. Read the second one. Because of this reason it is not satisfying. If D is equal to 5, then A plus B plus C than d plus c. Yes, it satisfies here. And d is equal to 5 is only in this particular case. You can also cross check this. 5a plus b plus c will be more than 7. So whenever I have already taken all the cases of d is equal to 5, so in both of these cases, I would say it is not the first one which is satisfying. Of course, when e is equal to 0, d has to be equal to 1 is yes, but the second one is definitely satisfying. So I would say it is option number B. Some of you may be thinking, why not in this case? Of course, it is not possible with this case. Even in that case, 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 3 is 16, which is much higher than d plus c. So question number 26, I'm sure all of you have got the answer. It is option number 2. After this, question number 26, uh, there was one more question, question number 31, which is asked on the same page. So it is question number 31, page number 50. The number of positive integers not greater than 100, which are not divisible by 2, 3, 5. If you remember, I told you that if you take consecutive numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, every second number in the world is a multiple of 2. Similarly, every third number in the world is a multiple of 3. So I don't want a number to be multiple of 2, 3, 5. I'm saying 100. Half of the numbers are there which are multiple of 2. I will eliminate those numbers. So you can see half, I'm deleting 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm left with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 50 numbers would be there. Out of those 50 number, every third number is a multiple of 3. I will also eliminate that. And similarly, every fifth number is also, because the number is starting from 1, that is the reason why I can do it. Had the number been in between, it would have been a difficult task for us. So into half, it is 2/3, it is 4/5. I'll cancel it. That gives me 400 by 15. 15 twos are 30, 15 6 are 90. I'll say 26 point something. So take only integral values. There will be 26 number which will neither be multiple of 2, 3 or 5. Okay, the next one, then it is QA15, which is asked. Exercise number QA15. I need to cross check the timing. I think there's a 50-minute slot that we have made. Let's try out with QA number 15. Take out the sheet. It is the question number 15 and 17 that is asked to me. Question number 15 says, what is the remainder when 53 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4? 4 times 1 is divided by 51. We know when 53 is divided by 51, my remainder will come out to be 2 to the power of 4 times 1. You remember, whatever you do with the dividend, the same thing should be done with the remainder. So 53 divided by 51, remainder is 2. The power is 4 times 1. I would do the same thing here. Now look at this number. This is not a prime number. This is a composite number. Had it been prime, I would have used Fermat's theorem. But here I can say it is 17 3s are 51. So, and we know 2 to the power of 4 is 16. When divided by 17, remainder would be minus 1. And I can square and I can say 2 to the power of 8. When divided by 17, remainder will be minus 1 square, which is 1. So I need to divide this 4 times 1 by 8. So 8 ones are 8, 8 threes are 24, and 71, 8 nines are 71. So it is 138. I will say this number is 2 to the power of 8 to the power of 138, and 7 is the remainder. That is 2 to the power of 7. When divided by 17, what is the remainder? This leaves a remainder of 1. We have already seen from here. The remainder was 1. So I'll write remainder 1, and this is 2 to the power of 7. 2 to the power of 7, 2 to the power of 4 is 16. 16 gives you a remainder of, minus is giving you a remainder of 8. So that gives you minus 8. It cannot be negative. So I will add 17 to this. My remainder will come out to be 9. By 17, remainder will come out to be 9. And when divided by 3, when 2 divided by 3, remainder is minus 1. So whenever you are raising the power of this 4 times 1, the remainder would be again minus 1, or I can say 2. So this could be written as a 3b plus 2. Answer. Plus 7 divided by 3 is, I'm sure when B comes out to be back in the equation to get the answer. 17 plus 9 is, answer would be 26. अच्छा अच्छा कैसा रहा आज का फिल्म? बेटर आज का बेटर है? है? गुड। कितने लोग थे? हाउ मेनी पीपल वर देयर? हाँ, किसी ने कुछ